Come on, my peoples, man. We're back with another one. Yeah, we've been at it all day. This is my third time going live. This is becoming the normality now. Normality. But yeah, man, let me show you what we got going on today, man. This Gyokeres drama is crazy. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, this is the Gyokeres drama. Look at this. This is madness. So Gyokeres has come out now after the what's it called? The agents had a madness with these. Remember, we've got owners. We've got Sir Jim, Glazers, and we call them owners. In Portugal, they're called presidents. So Gyokeres had a madness with his president, and yeah, it's just been going off, man. Basically, Gyokeres' agent is saying that they had an agreement. He can go for 50 million euros plus 10. So that's about 52 million pounds, right? Now the president's saying, Hugo Viana, who used to be the sporting director, but now he's at Man City, he's left. So what the president's trying to say is, Hugo Viana's left, I'm doing my own thing. This guy just scored 65 goals. There's strikers out here. Nunes went for 85 million. Højlund went for 72 million. Who else? There's people going for so much money all over the place. Strikers, etc. We want at least, it's come out 68 million to 72. I think Fabrizio said. I should have got a little clip from it. But yeah, so it's just been hectic. Who's lying? Is the agent lying? Is it not Fabrizio, sorry. Is it the agent lying? Is it the president that's lying? Nobody knows. So we're going to see in the end. But this is what Gyokeres has put on his Instagram. True said there's a lot of speculation. He's come out there and said there's a lot of talks at the moment. Most of it is false. I will speak when the time is right. So you know what he's trying to say? He's trying to say that obviously the president's lying because he's not going to be talking about his agent, is he? So yeah, it's going bananas, man. This Gyokeres situation's crazy. I see a lot of Man United fans saying, I don't even want him no more. This is too crazy. Like, it's too much drama, bro. The guy wants to get out of his club. You know what I mean? The last person we saw this with was a red flag because it was Anthony. Anthony wasn't training. He went on strike. So we're kind of scarred from that. But come on. He's had an agreement with his president, his owner. You can leave next season for this price. He could have left last season. He could have left in January when Arsenal wanted him. He said, no, I'm going to be respectful and I love sporting. I'm going to stay and etc. But give me my price. And yeah, they basically violated him. So now they're asking for more money. They're pricing him out of moves. He might want to go Arsenal. He might want to go Man United, but we might be sitting there saying, we're not paying that much for him. So think about it. He scored all these goals. He's tried to be respectful. And then now they're turning around and they're saying, nah, they need to pay 68 million pounds, not euros, 68 million pounds to 72 million pounds. So what's that in euros? That's like 80 million euros. This has gone from a 60 million euros deal to 80 million euros deal. That's crazy. So he's been priced out of a move. He's done what he's done for the club. He's won them trophies. His 60 goals made them win the league. Because they won the league on the last game of the season. So imagine that. He scored 60 goals for them. And they only won the league on the last game of the season. So imagine he never scored them goals. 60 goals. So he feels violated at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of talk. At the moment, most of it's false. I will speak when the time is right. So, yeah. I hope he gets out of there. He will get out of there because he's already said he will never play for Sporting again. So he's definitely going to get out of there. But it's just about where is he going to go? Is it going to be Arsenal? Is it going to be United? Saudi Arabia want him. He's said he don't want to go there. Juventus are interested. Juventus ain't got money like that. Italian teams don't really have money to spend on players that much, especially 60 million, etc. It barely happens. They're like free agents and loans. So I doubt that he'll go there. But yeah, so he said all of that. And then look at this. This is what came out earlier as well. At the moment, the situation is tense between Gyokeres and Sporting. Man United are calling on a daily basis, but the situation is tense with Arsenal and Juventus are still interested. Listen, obviously, like you can see, that's from Fabrizio Romano, one of the main journalists out there. The situation is mad tense with him and Sporting, so he's definitely going to leave. Sporting want their money. They're saying, we want our 80 million euros. Gyokeres wants to leave. So either way, he's going to leave. They know if they don't sell him this season, they can't do what we done to Rashford in United. Just have him on the sideline for the whole season for 6 months, because his whole valuation will go down. They have to sell him. They can't put him on. That's not going to happen. So he's going to go, but it's just about when they budge or not. So yeah, Man United are calling on a daily basis. So we're putting some mad pressure. Do you understand? But it's coming out that Arsenal's bidding for him every minute. Arsenal bid for him earlier, etc. He got rejected. I know the situation with us is we can't really go for him until we sell some players. But I don't know if, obviously we can still do a verbal agreement. We can still go there and say, all right, listen, as soon as we sell 2 players or whatever, we're going to pay you 60 million or 65 million for Gyokeres. Have a verbal agreement, wait for it to happen, and then act on it. So maybe that's why we're calling every day, because I can't see us buying him until we've sold somebody. So yeah, Arsenal's interested. They bidded earlier. We don't know if it's 100% fact. It hasn't been confirmed by any of the main journalists, but it's been confirmed that they bidded. Juventus are interested, but like I said, I can't see Juventus bidding £60 million or something. They don't do that. They get a lot of free agents, loans, and they don't really spend that much money. Do you know what I mean? So the player's not happy with the situation and he is disappointed, as he always gave his best to Sporting, which is true. That's what I'm saying. He could have left last season. He could have left in January. He said, no, I'm going to ride it out. You lot have made me who I am. Remember, Ruben brought him to the club. Ruben brought him to the club, and then they went bananas from there. He was a nobody before Sporting. So he's paying homage and saying, yeah, I owe you lot, I respect you lot, but let me leave, innit? Just let me go. And then Sport Witness has come out and said Victor Gyokeres, record report, Andrea Berta, which is the sporting director for Arsenal, and Arsenal lawyer met Sporting's Bernardo Palmeiro on Wednesday. Meeting was on a Spanish island, Menorca. Offer worth 55 million plus 10 million may be improved. So Andrea Berta, that's the sporting director. He's going to be involved with all the transfers for Arsenal, etc. They had a meeting, and that was the offer, and they got rejected. Everyone, like it's been said, I don't know if this Sport Witness is very reliable, but it's a Portuguese outlet, and it's been all the Portuguese outlets that have been coming out with the story and saying what they're saying. So yeah, it's interesting to see how this one develops. But yeah, it's crazy. Portuguese newspaper back up Arsenal's offer. This is what I'm saying, man. Arsenal's offering. Where's our offer? We haven't heard nothing about United offering. It's just Arsenal every minute. So I don't know if Arsenal's really in for him, or it's just a smokescreen for Sesko. Do you understand? I don't know if they're just trying to like make it, because they want the price down for Sesko. They're asking for 80 million euros for Sesko. So they're obviously trying to get the price down probably by bidding for Gyokeres. So Leipzig can see that and say, yo, let's stop playing with him and just take the money, because they might end up going for Gyokeres. Do you know what I mean? This is what it looks like might be going on. They might not even want Gyokeres. It's been said that they want Sesko. So this is all a shock even to Arsenal fans. Like, what's going on here? So it's a weird one, man. But I hope they don't get him. I hope they don't bid again or whatnot. And they just leave it for us. Because remember, it was a plain route for us. It was an easy route for us if Arsenal's not involved. If Arsenal's involved, I can see him going to Arsenal. He's the last jigsaw for them. Literally, as soon as he comes in, scores these goals, they might finally win a trophy. Literally. So, and I can see him going there. He wanted Champions League. He's doubled down on it now. He don't really mind. But I think it was because it's Arsenal or us. Arsenal was heavily linked with Benjamin Sesko. That's who they've wanted. Everyone's reported it. And then there's us. So I feel like he would go to us because of Ruben. But if he could pick, if he had both of us on the table and he could say, yeah, Man United or Arsenal, I think he would sit there and go, no, I want to go to Arsenal because of where they are right now in their career, like the way they're set up right now, and they could just make it through the line. I'll go to Arsenal and be the main guy and just make it happen. Either way, wherever he goes, Man United or Arsenal, he's gonna triple his salary. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's good anyway. I think he just don't want to stay there no more. He knows he's ready for the big step. He thinks it's time, but it's just what's gonna happen. Arsenal don't need to sell. They could just go and buy him. We need to sell. But they're either trying to be smart and going for a cheap deal, or it's just a smokescreen for Benjamin Sesko. Yeah, literally. So it's interesting to see how that one develops, man. But then again, this has come out and then said, look, Victor Gyokeres, the same sport witness. And I made sure I put the time in there as well. Look at the time on that one there, 8:55, you know. So not too long ago. Arsenal prepare fresh 70 million euros offer. Fixed fee will be higher than the 55 million in the first offer, with bonuses included. It would exceed 70 million euros. Sporting ready to talk again. Manchester United further behind. If this is true, we're a myth. Yeah, forget about us. And this is a Portuguese outlet. Remember, they're going to know more about sporting than us. And to be fair for them, they came out first and said Gyokeres had an argument with the president. So we didn't know about it. Fabrizio, all these guys didn't know about none of that. They came out and said it. Gyokeres has had an argument with the president, etc. And then it started going crazy. Then it ended up in Fabrizio, like you can see. So they're the ones that said it first. So they've came out earlier and said that Arsenal bidded for Sporting and it got rejected. And then now they're coming out at 8:55, as you can see today. And they're saying the first bid was 55 million. That got rejected. Now they're going to go for 70 million. Remember, he had a deal with them, Gyokeres, 60 million plus 10. He can leave. Do you understand? So 70, saying you're going for 70 euros, that's what they wanted in the first place. That's what Gyokeres wanted. So it's interesting. So what's going to happen then? Are they going to accept it? Sporting are ready to talk again. So they're going to go back in and speak it out. Manchester United are further behind. But Fabrizio just said, remember this, if they're saying we're further behind in Portugal, Fabrizio just said a minute ago, let me go back to it. Manchester United are calling on a daily basis, but the situation is tense, with Arsenal and Juventus also interested. It looks like Fabrizio is putting Manchester United first. Why is he not saying Arsenal bidded or Arsenal are in contact with him? He's saying Manchester United are calling on a daily basis, but the situation is tense with Arsenal and Juventus also interested. So Fabrizio is saying that we're calling every day, but this geezer is saying we're further behind and Arsenal's ready to make a new bid. So which one is true? Are we listening to Fabrizio, or are we taking in the Portuguese outlet that got the first thing right when they had the madness with the president? So it's crazy, man. I hope he doesn't go to Arsenal. I hope they don't bid this second bid. I hope there wasn't no bid in the first place. It was just a smoke screen or whatever. But a few different Portuguese outlets came out and said that they bidded. So I can't see it being a smoke screen. I can't see it being anything else. But like I said, I think he'll go to Arsenal. If it gets mad and it's a war for him and tug of war, Gyokeres is going to pick Arsenal. Right, let's be real. He's not going to come to Man United. I can't see it happening. And it's the fact that we've got to sell, he doesn't know how long he's waiting for. And you got to remember, it's already toxic over there. Look at the situation over there. It's toxic. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to leave. He's having madness and dramas with the owner. the president. This is like a player having a madness with Sir Jim or the Glazers. Like, you don't want to be there at all. He's going on Instagram to talk about it. There's a lot of talks at the moment. Most of it is false. I will speak when the time is right. Remember, a lot of the talk is coming from the president. So I think he wants to just get out of there as soon as possible. Remember, we've got to sit around and sell Garnacho and Rashford. We sell one of them too, we can buy him straight away. Literally the next day we can buy him because they're academy. And every time you sell an academy product, you get 3 times the money to spend in a transfer window. So if we sell one of them two, we can buy him straight away. If we sell Anthony and Sancho, then maybe we can buy him. But we can't sell like Anthony by himself and have the money, or Sancho. We have to sell at least 2 of them. Maybe Højlund, loans will help as well. So yeah, that's where we're at with Gyokeres, man. It's a tricky one. I hope all these bids are fake and he don't go to Arsenal and he goes to United. Seriously. And then we've got Ekitike. I don't even know how to say his name properly. Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike. Yeah, that's it. That's who we're linked with as well. Man United have now officially entered the race for Hugo Ekitike. Man United made contact with Frankfurt within the last 48 hours, expressed concrete interest, and gathered all relevant information. Liverpool and Chelsea remain in the race, and now Man United are in as well. Price tag 100 million euros. And that's Florian Plettenberg. He's good with like German news, etc. And obviously Frankfurt's in Germany. I don't really know too much about Ekitike, you know. I've seen a few comps. When Mamouche was moving it to City in January, I was watching Mamouche's comps and he's linking up with him a few times. I've seen him in the Europa League when he was in there. He scored 1-2 good goals. But I don't think he seems like a Ruben player from what I've seen from him. He seems more like he'll take a man on and Isaac type of, do you know what I mean? But I've never seen him score a header or anything like that. I don't think he's like a box striker. And that's what we're linked with. Liam Delap, Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres. Who else have we been linked with? Mateta from Crystal Palace. All of these players that we've been linked with are box strikers. You put them in the box, they're going to score goals. You understand? Like, let the ball land to their feet, they're most likely going to score. Headers, whatever. Ekitike is like he's a dribble type of man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's link up plays. So I can't see us being linked with him. I think this is a smoke screen. We're trying to play games now. Maybe we're trying to play games with Sporting, like, we don't need to get Gyokeres, we can get someone else type of thing. I don't know. But yeah, so that came out earlier, Plettenberg, and then Sport Witness come out and said, Man United said to be in touch in the last 48 hours. The Frankfurt Star gets his daily rumour. So that means he's getting a rumour more or less every day. And Man United is the club chosen today. 100 million still pitched around despite nobody biting. Feels increasingly forced. So what does that mean then? Man United is the club chosen today. That sounds a bit cheeky, innit? You know what I'm saying? The Frankfurt Star gets his daily rumour. Man United is the club chosen today. You kind of like the whole thing is just, you don't even believe it himself. Like, it's all forced. So yeah, like I said, I don't really know too much about him. From what I've seen from him, he does look like a good player, but I can't see, he doesn't look like a box striker though, of what we need, of what Ruben's going to want. Liam Delap, all of these guys with pace and power type of thing, like they can run the channels. I can't see that being Ekitike. So I think this is a smoke screen. But then obviously I didn't really believe this, and then this has come out straight after. Man United have made contact with Frankfurt to register an interest in Hugo Ekitike. And this is from Sky Sports. So things are happening, man. Who knows? It could be smoke screens. You just put out interest over there and then you just go away, and then, yeah, you just make it look like you're into him so that when you go negotiate, you can go off, listen, I don't really need your player. You can see from what's going on that we're interested in other players. Because if you just put all your interest in one person, the person you're negotiating with has got all the bargaining power. So it could be a thing where it's just a smoke screen, man. I think it's just a smoke screen. I can't see us going for him. There's no way. 100 million as well. We need to sell players to buy Gyokeres. How the hell? And Gyokeres is talking about 68 million. How are we going to... Come on, man. That's not happening. And then obviously we got Cunha. Got confirmed today. Yeah, man. I just want to big him up because he's a proper United fan. And you see Cunha, one thing about him is he's got that aura where it's like, I want to come to United. I heard he said he wants the number 10. Take the number 10, pull it on my back and say, yeah, we're going back to the top. That's what we need. We need players like that. Not players that are in their last bit of their career and they're going to just come and get their little wage and cut. No, we need proper players that are going to say, I support Manchester United. I want to see us go back to the top. I love Manchester United. And I should have got it, really, but I had a little, it's on my phone. He said, I was supporting Man United since I was a kid in Brazil. Literally, he's got a picture of everything. And look, let me read it out to you. Ever since I was a child in Brazil watching Premier League games on TV at my grandmother's house, United was my favourite English team. And I dreamed of wearing the red shirt. I want to thank my family and everyone who has helped me make that dream a reality. I can't wait for the start of pre-season to get to know my teammates and prepare for the season ahead. All my focus is now on working hard to become a valuable part of the team and helping get this club back to the top, highlighted in yellow. See what I'm saying? I believe him. I believe him. And you got to remember as well, Mbeumo, same thing. He's rejected Spurs, rejected Newcastle, rejected Arsenal, rejected all of them. They're all in the Champions League. They're all in a better position than us in their rebuild or whatever you want to call it, their projects. He could have went to Newcastle. They've got Anthony Gordon on the left, Isaac up top. He could have been the man on the right. Easy. He starts every game. Champions League, main stage. He said no. He could have went to Arsenal, Saka. He could have probably been on the left or whatever. And whoever they get, sesko or whatever. No. He could have went to Tottenham. They've just beat us in the Europa. They've got Champions League now. And you got to remember something as well. His manager is going to Tottenham. He must have known that. Let's be real. You're going to know if your manager's leaving. So your manager's going to Tottenham and you still said, I'm not going to Tottenham. I want to go to Manchester United. And he's sitting and he's waiting for the deal to get completed. So this is what I'm saying. These are the players that we need. Mbeumo, Cunha. The way this new regime is doing the transfers, you got to kind of respect it. We're not out here just spending a mad money no more on players. Look at the way we bought Casemiro and he's just not dissing him or nothing. He's done well for the Carabao Cup and whatever. But it's like, we just need to spend money on anyone. Cavani, come. But this guy cost that, we're going to buy him. We would have probably tried to buy Mbappe if we still had them old regime. Or Vinny or one of these guys. Blowing our whole transfer funds on one player. Now it's a bit more smarter. Let's sell. Let's get some players Premier League proven. This is what we need. And you've got to remember, all our transfers as well, they haven't been Premier League proven. Højlund, Anthony, all of these players that we've been getting, even when we got Sancho, like, they're not Premier League proven. We don't know if they're going to do it in the Premier. It's a big risk. And that's what everyone's saying about Gyokeres now. Oh, is he going to do it in the Prem? I think, listen, he scored 60 goals in the Portuguese league, so this guy can score goals. Even if he can't do it in, obviously we know we're not going to score 60 goals. Do you know what I mean? But even if he comes and scores 20 goals a season, and then we share the goals around, I'm cool with that. Cunha's good at chance creation. His chance creation is high. Mbeumo scored 20 goals last season. Bruno is the best in Europe. He's got the most chance creation in the whole of Europe. Come on, man. This is crazy. We have to be climbing up the ladder next season. We have to be. You understand? So hopefully we get Mbeumo through the door. Cunha's through the door. Man United fan. Yeah. I want to take Man United back to the top. Look at the last line. Get this club back to the top. That's what I'm talking about, man. He ain't come for a wage. He's come to I love this club. I've supported them my whole life. Let me lie it up now and let's go. He's asked for the number 10. Rashi's gone, or going, I should say. It's my time to shine. Come on, man. This is what we're doing, bruv. So let's get back into it, man. But yeah, like I'm just going to summarize all the news. Like I said, Gyokeres started speaking. He said his time's going to come where he can speak when the time is right. Fabrizio has basically said that Man United are calling every day and it's tense right now, and Arsenal and Juventus are interested as well. The player is not happy with the situation. He's disappointed because he always gave his best to Sporting. And then you got Sport Witness that said, obviously, that the Arsenal Sporting director met them on Wednesday on a Spanish island, etc. And then you had this one that said that Arsenal are literally preparing a second bid as we speak. And that was at 8:55 today. So, yeah, 70 million euros. Man United are further behind. Remember, let me just summarize. Fabrizio was saying Man United are calling every day. And this geezer is saying that Man United are further behind. So we're going to find out a bit more tomorrow and know who's lying and where we really are, etc. But yeah, we need it to be more clear. Man United are out of the race, or they're not, whatever, or we're front runners. You understand? We're talking, or we're trying to make a verbal offer, or whatever. We need to know more. Ekitike, we're linked with him from Germany, Frankfurt. We're meant to be in the race with that 100 million euros. I don't believe this is true. I think this is a smokescreen that we think it might be because of Gyokeres. They're trying to play up with the money. They think we need them, so we're going to just pay whatever. And they're trying to put their own little sources to say, look, we're making bids for other players, mate. So we'll see. I don't think this is a Ruben type of striker. For what we've been linked with, Delap, Mateta, Gyokeres, Osimhen. They're all bullies, all of them. Every single one of them is a bully. Do you understand? Ekitike is not no bully. Like, he's not like that. So yeah, that's the news. Cunha has been unveiled today as well. And yeah, man, thanks for watching. We're back soon, man. Every day.